Hello, everyone. I'd like to thank you for taking time to participate in today's webinar designed to help you and your employees take full advantage of the programs and services available to your company through your Ptda membership. I'm Brenda Holtz, Ptda's Director of Programs and Services. Ptda's purpose is to advance distribution and strengthen members to be successful, profitable, and competitive in a changing market environment. We're going to go over some of the things and tools that we have available to help you accomplish this, many of which provide an immediate return on your membership investment. Ptda's membership profile consists of 172 distributor members representing 3,400 locations in 9 countries. We also have 192 manufacturer members representing 14 power transmission product categories and 11 associate members that provide services to the industry. Our associate members include buying groups, ERP software companies, consultants, and the like. Our new members are highlighted in our Spotlight e-newsletter, which is a monthly publication. We also have a quarterly publication called Transmissions, and we include our new members there as well as in press releases to the industry trade press. So any new members that are on the call, wanted to make sure that you knew that as you become a new member, we do make every effort to try and promote that you are a member of Ptda. All Ptda members are included on the Ptda website in the distributor and or manufacturer locator, as well as being included on a list of members with hyperlinks to your respective websites in the member section. Ptda's member annual sales chart is in front of you now. 1/4 of all distributor members have sales of less than $2 million, half have sales less than $4 million, and 61% have sales of less than $6 million. Less than 10% of distributor members have sales in excess of $50 million. So just to kind of give you an overview of the membership as a whole, we just wanted to give you a few statistics before we get started on the member benefits. The product mix of our members ranges from the mechanical PT products to the fluid power and the linear motion and motion control products, and as well as accessories. The highest percentage of product sales for our distributor and manufacturer members in Ptda is in the mechanical PT and bearings categories. The segment that we've seen the most growth over the past few years has been in the linear motion area, with 32% of our distributor members now including these products in their product mix. Membership retention. Now these statistics are specifically for distributors, but they're similar for manufacturers. The average membership tenure for distributor companies is 19.5 years. The retention rate for distributors is 95%. As you know, there's been a lot of consolidation and acquisition over the past few years, and the majority of those members that are no longer members are due to acquisitions and or mergers. 94% of our distributor members would recommend membership to other companies. So we hope if you know of other distributors that are in the industry and they're not members of Ptda that you would encourage them to join, and we can give you some recognition for that. One of the top 5 benefits of membership by importance as ranked by our own members, number 1 being access to industry and market trends and data. So in support of that, Ptda developed the Market Forecast Report. The Market Forecast Report is quarterly. It provides U.S., Canada, Europe, India, and China industrial production indices, plus market forecasts for 10 end-user markets. Members benefit from this resource in a number of ways. It allows them to be more confident in defining your strategic priorities. It helps you reallocate your marketing budget to target customers in industries showing the most promise, from an industry on a downward trajectory to a high-growth market, or it allows you to shift emphasis. This report is prepared by the Institute for Trend Research. The report is available at the end of every February, May, August, and November. We support this Market Forecast Report by 2 semi-annual webinars to help kind of walk you through the data. And the end-user markets that are forecasted include food production, mining production, excluding oil and gas, North America light vehicle production, industrial machinery production, farm machinery shipments, electric power generation production, material handling equipment new orders, pulp and paper and board mills production, oil and gas extraction production, and iron and steel products production. It is available exclusively to Ptda members at no charge, and you can download that report at the end of each of those months at ptda.org/marketforecast. The other market data report that's available to our members is the Ptda Business Index. It is modeled after the Purchasing Managers Index. It measures quarter-to-quarter change in key indicators for distributors and manufacturers on prevailing trends specific to our industry, plus growth forecasts in 14 end-user markets. It is based on quarterly surveys of Ptda's distributor and manufacturer members and is conducted jointly by Ptda and Cleveland Research Company. The report does include indicators such as business activity, new orders, sales and production, employment, deliveries, prices, inventory, and backlog. It also includes 14 end markets, 10 of which are the same as we forecast for the market forecast, but it also includes medical equipment and machinery, pharmaceutical production, packaging machinery, and the wastewater industry. Members use this report to determine how they compare to the industry as far as growth or decline, and at what pace for each measurement compared to the previous quarter and or compared to this quarter last year. It is available at no charge only to members that participate, and members who do not participate can purchase it for $195. So keep this in mind. Each quarter, the key contact at each member company receives this survey via email, and for those companies that participate, you do get the full report for free. Top-line data is reported in our publications, but to get the full report, you do need to participate. So we encourage you to do that so that you can take advantage of this great report. The third market data type report that we make available to you, or trend report, is what we call the Performance Analysis Report, or PAR. This is a report that's exclusively for distributors. It's an annual benchmarking report on distributor financial profitability. It includes 50 key sales and operations measures. The data is categorized both by sales volume and geography. Participants receive a customized analysis from the Profit Planning Group, which is the third party that the survey results are sent to. They compile the data and send you a customized report that compares you against the industry. Non-participants can purchase the aggregate results, which is a report we call the PT Distributor Performance Report, for $295. Distributors use this report for a number of things, for benchmarking purposes for one, for bank loans, for financial planning using what-if scenarios, and to provide a vantage point for financial strengths and weaknesses. The customized report does flag areas where they see that you can improve. The data that you submit is kept in complete confidence by the Profit Planning Group, and as I said, they do submit to you an individualized report. This is typically done in February. The survey comes out in February each year, and then the report is available to you in May. So be looking for that. Come the January timeframe, we'll start promoting it, and in February you'll start receiving the survey. So another reason why you want to make sure you participate so you can get access to that free financial analysis for your company. And for manufacturers, a lot of our manufacturer members find the PT Distributor Performance Report very helpful in helping them understand how distributors make a profit. We also have a cross-industry compensation report. This is held, or conducted, I should say, every 2 years. It provides compensation and benefits analysis for top-level and entry-level positions. It includes breakdown by sales and geography. The participants, again, receive the report for free. Non-participants can purchase it for $300. So let me explain this report to you a little bit so you understand. It has 2 volumes. Volume 1 is PTDA-only data. It offers a breakdown by under $10 million and over $10 million in sales, but no geographic breakdown. Volume 2 provides a detailed analysis for the distribution industry as a whole. It includes over 20 sales volumes in over 100 geographic areas, and it's based on over 1,125 industrial distribution survey participants. So we're talking about cross-industry, not just PTDA. The positions that are covered include executives, like your CEOs, CFOs, operations individuals like office managers, purchasing, warehouse employees, and supervisors. It has a section for sales, includes both inside and outside sales at both seasoned and entry-level positions, and also includes a section for branch managers. So it's pretty comprehensive. It is, however, only based on distributor sales. We do not have a manufacturer version, but the manufacturers find this to be somewhat helpful because it is specific to our industry, or at least the industrial industry, which sometimes is more than they're able to locate outside of PTDA. The data, again, is submitted to a third party called the Profit Planning Group, who also conducts the PAR report, and they compile the data and the reports. Again, all the information is kept completely confidential. The data, specific data, is not submitted to Ptda at all. The only thing Ptda ever receives is the aggregate information. So some of the benefits to our member companies to have access to this report would be, first of all, it would allow firms to look at compensation practices of variously sized firms in your geographic region or geographic area to determine if your pay scales are in line to help you keep and attract personnel. Firms of any given sales size will have an idea of the extent to which these specific fringe benefits are provided by similarly sized firms. So they'll also have information on what sales volume level must be attained before certain fringe benefits become realistic to a company's compensation package. So those are some of the reasons why you would want to have access to that. This is conducted every 2 years. It will be conducted again in 2014. And finally, a very new report that Ptda will be unveiling this October at the Industry Summit called the Size of Market Report. This report will provide total estimated market size in North America for 14 core Ptda product categories for distributors, broken down a little further, 20 categories for manufacturers. The potential demand for these products across various industries and multiple geographic levels is one of the benefits that you'll receive from that as well. Again, available this October, free to members that participated. There are several members who might be joining the association after they did not have a chance to participate in this particular report, and we'll have a special price for those. But for current members who did not participate, they can purchase the report for $495. There is going to be a session at the Industry Summit, a workshop, that's going to talk about the results. So you'll want to make sure you hit that if you are attending the Industry Summit on Friday afternoon or Friday morning. You'll have a chance to hear about more details about the specific report. There is a separate segment. It is North American based. That it does include a whole section for Canada as well as Mexico. So you will have some specific data as well as those in the U.S. It is going to reach pretty deep into multiple geographic levels for those 14 product families. So I think you'll find this information to be very, very helpful. The second top benefit by importance to members is access to industry best practices. And Ptda has been dedicated to working with distributors and manufacturers to take costs out of the PTMC distribution channel through creation of standardized formats for electronic transfer of data between distributors and manufacturers. Ptda format provides some formats to streamline transactions between multiple enterprise software systems and databases, which eliminates the need for re-entry of some of this data and thus reducing the errors associated with manual entry. So some of the industry formats and guidelines we have available are the PPIF, many of which you may have heard of this one, the product and price information format. It is indeed a standardized ASCII tab delimited format for electronic transmission of manufacturer price updates. The POS, which is the point of sale and cost of goods sold document, is a standardized ASCII tab delimited format for distributor transmission of cost of goods sold or point of sale information. It also provides some tools to be used by the manufacturers and distributors in determining how much information should be shared, how the data should be provided from distributor to the manufacturer, and how the data will be used. And then we also have the inventory request and response format, which is a standardized XML format to automate stock checks, allowing distributors to electronically query manufacturers about product availability. In addition to that, we have some relationship management white papers also designed to support the distributors and the manufacturers and help them work more closely together. We have one on inventory returns called Taking It Back, Recommended Policies and Practices Regarding Inventory Returns in the Power Transmission Motion Control Industry. Back orders, which is guidelines for managing back orders and minimizing the impact. Debit memos, a discussion on processing debit memos. We have a white paper on a new product launch, which would be guidelines for successfully launching a new power transmission motion control product through distribution. And we also have a distributor-manufacturer agreement, guidelines for developing a distributor-manufacturer agreement, a components checklist. All of these are free downloads to members. They are members-only, free downloads, and you really should take an opportunity to download these and find out how you can work more closely with your channel partners. Now, these are just a few. For more information, you can, and to download these, you can visit the Ptda website at ptda.org, and you go to the resources menu, and then you'll see the link for inventory formats and guidelines. Again, take full advantage of those. #2 ranked by members, access to industry best practices. Next, we have networking as the third and fourth member benefit. Networking opportunities with senior management of distributors and manufacturers, and then networking opportunities with peers. There are three major areas where you can take advantage of networking opportunities: the Ptda Industry Summit, the Canadian Conference, and the Spring Leaders Conference. I'm going to talk just a few minutes about each of these. The Industry Summit is a 3-day annual networking and education forum. It's attended by more than 550 distributor and manufacturer senior executives. There is a component of the Industry Summit, for those of you who've been, called MDIDEX. It is probably one of the reasons why many people come to the Industry Summit. MDIDEX is a 4-hour booth session with providing one-on-one discussions by appointment between senior management of distributors and manufacturers. We also have social events that provide opportunities for informal networking, and distributor and manufacturer forums where they're kind of roundtable sessions that are designed to provide peer-to-peer networking on specific topics. So the Industry Summit is held in October of each year. It rotates between the East, Midwest, and West locations. Again, attended by more than 550 distributor manufacturer senior management. They're the who's who in the industry. And this represents 50% of our distributor member companies and 75% of our manufacturer member companies who attend each year. We also get about 100 to 150 spouses, and it's also highly attended by the industry trade press. So it's definitely the who's who. If you have not been to the Industry Summit, I highly encourage you to do so. It is one of the top benefits of membership, allowing a lot of opportunity for you to see many, many of your channel partners and potential joint venture partners all in one location over a 2.5-day period. And MDIDEX is designed for that one-on-one business-to-business discussion, and you can have these discussions with current or potential suppliers or distributors. There's an online appointment scheduler that supports this initiative, and webinars are also offered on how to make MDIDEX work for you. You can also download a demonstration on how to use the appointment scheduler. The Canadian Conference is one of the other opportunities for you to network. It focuses on issues specific to the Canadian industrial marketplace. It's attended by both regional and senior management of Canadian distributors and manufacturers, and also U.S. manufacturers that do business in Canada. The Spring Leaders Conference. This is where our governance meetings are held. Committee meetings are held during the conference, providing an intimate opportunity to network. And the Leadership Development Conference is another component of the Spring Leaders Conference, which provides up-and-comers the ability to network with other next-geners and also senior management. And when we do talk about leadership development, we're not specifically talking about the younger generation who are just getting into the industry, but those who you truly believe are your rising stars within your organization, that you believe have that leadership potential. We encourage you to send them there so that they can pick up some additional skills to support not only their personal development, but be a better asset to your organization, and also to build their networking skills with those in the industry. The number 5 benefit, by importance, is business management tools and resources. Ptda offers an array of tools and resources, such as sales training and management, relationship management, operations management, financial management, human resources management. We have tools and programs and services that support each of these individuals within your organization. Those resources can be obtained by visiting the Ptda website at ptda.org, and then go to the resources section. On the sales training and management side, not only do we have sales training materials for inside and outside sales that are specific to industrial distribution, but one of the largest segments of our sales training material definitely falls into the product training area. We have an extensive list of resources available to you for product training. We have a power transmission handbook and workbook with an answer guide. It can be used in either a classroom setting or a self-study setting. We also have online courses. The same content from the Power Transmission Handbook is available in the PT Interactive online courses. We have 14 courses available. They can be purchased in bundles. You can purchase 10 courses for $200. So you really, really want to take advantage of that. That's $20 a course. You're not really going to find anything less expensive than that. I realize that your manufacturers, that you get some of your product training directly from your manufacturers. But it's much easier on the manufacturer if you provide your entry-level employees with a basic understanding of how these products, what they are, and how they're used, so that you can allow the manufacturer to focus on the specific features of their own product as opposed to teaching you what a bearing is. That's something that the Power Transmission Handbook or PT Interactive online courses can provide. so that they can really understand that before they go through the manufacturer training. In addition to that, the handbook has available some complementary DVDs so that we could show the products being used in their application. And we also have an instructor's toolkit. So if you are looking to do some training in-house and you're looking to do it in a group format, we do have PowerPoint slides that will help you walk through the chapters of the handbook and teach the class in that type of format. You can find out more about the product training products and services that we have, again, on the Ptda website in the resources section under product training. You can view a demo of the online courses. You can view a clip from any of the DVDs. You can see a comprehensive table of contents from the Power Transmission Handbook, so you can really see what you're going to gain from that. We also have some training for distribution fundamentals. When you bring on a new employee, they don't quite understand the distribution channel, whether you are a distributor or a manufacturer selling into the distribution channel. Having a better understanding of how those distributors make a profit and how they function. So there's some workbooks that are available, what we call the Distribution and Power Profit Workbook, or if the employee prefers an online course, we also have a course called Elements of Industrial Distribution. It's more complex and more comprehensive than the workbook, but it does provide a full understanding of the distributor fundamentals such as net profit, gross margin, and all those things. So take advantage of that. And all these are available at a very, very low cost to our members. We also have some webinars that are being held each year. This year we're focusing on healthcare rules and what you need to know. That's going to take place on September the 13th. It's called the Healthcare Reform. Ready or Not is coming. Are you prepared? And it's going to focus on all the rules, the regulations, the new fees and penalties, and recording, record keeping that you need to keep up with. So you'll want to take advantage of that. And then in November, we'll be offering one on legal issues that'll focus on topics like antitrust, product liability, non-disclosure agreements. Again, these are free webinars to Ptda members only, so it is a true member advantage. Anybody in your company can participate, so make sure you spread the word to those that you think could most benefit from that. And then finally, we have publications that you're all receiving. You get our quarterly transmissions newsletter, which is a printed piece, and that focuses on some end-user markets and some discussions between manufacturers and distributors. So there's some good information and timely information you'll find there. Our Spotlight e-newsletter is a little more current. It focuses a little bit more on some of the things that are happening at Ptda, some of the things you want to take advantage of, whether it's these reports that are available for download or participating in a survey or taking advantage of a new product. You'll learn about those things through a Spotlight newsletter, and we usually have a couple of comprehensive articles in there as well. And then finally, the annual report and the membership directory. The membership directory is a list of all of our members, and you'll have an opportunity to receive that as you join, and also it is available and sent to all the members in April of each year. So be looking for that. And the annual report comes out in conjunction with the industry summit. It's handed out to all delegates, and then it is sent to all those who didn't attend the industry summit after the event. So take advantage of looking through those and reading up on some of the articles. There's always some good timely articles in there on some of the topics that are being discussed at the summit. So be sure that you look for that. Your membership in Ptda is a company membership. All employees of the member companies are considered members. They can all create a login and password, or we can create that for them. They can access all this information on the website at no charge. Every single employee of your company is a member if your company is a member of Ptda. So it's not just the person who's the contact. It's not just the people we currently have in our database that receive information. Any single one of your employees can and should be taking advantage of your company's membership to make sure you really, really take advantage of your ROI. We really encourage you to talk to your key employees and either have them create their own login and password or contact Ptda and allow us to create that for them so they can take advantage of these benefits as well. And then I want to talk a few minutes about getting involved. Over 100 member volunteers serve on Ptda's 5 standing committees, boards, task forces, and manufacturer council. The committees are the lifeblood of the association. They do help us develop the programs and services that we offer. And as a volunteer, you can enhance both your personal development and the benefits accrue to your company. Committees are capped at 16 members, ideally with an even split between distributors and manufacturers. Committee meetings are held twice a year. members tell us they really enjoy the volunteer work, and it does provide them with a more intimate networking opportunity at the joint meetings because all these committees are taking place simultaneously. So at the lunches and the breaks, you're still getting access to networking with kind of those who are the movers and shakers in the industry and are giving some time. You know, PTDA staff executes most of the work, but we do absolutely count on our member volunteers for the content and for the data and for you to tell us what's important to you and what you would need to help make your company more successful. So you really are driving the organization's programs and services when you get involved on a committee. So a couple ways that you can do that. You visit the leadership area in the About section of the website, and you'll be able to get the interest form. You'll be able to learn more about how the benefits of volunteering affect you and your company, what the committee objectives are and the projects that they're working on, so you can find something that truly interests you, where you feel not only can you give, but you can also receive. But, you know, we hope that when you serve on a committee, not only will you be providing some information, but you'll get some takeaway as well. So that's really important, that it's a two-way street, and we want to make sure that you get on a committee that you feel you can benefit from and can benefit PTDA. So be sure that you visit the leadership area in the About section of the website so that you can get involved. So with that, I would like to thank you all for participating. I hope you found this webinar helpful and informative. And we look forward to seeing you in Palm Desert at the Industry Summit for those of you who will be able to join us there. And if not, perhaps at the Spring Leaders Conference in Las Vegas next March. So I do look forward to hearing from you with any questions that you may have. And thank you very much for participating today.